A screaming man crashes through a moving crowd while alarms flood the ceiling with white light. 3 black uniformed hunters pursue him without hesitation. The fugitive reaches a balcony edge and jumps anyway. A pulse round tears through his spine before he disappears into the darkness below. The crowd applauds the kill like it was theater. Above them, masked citizens continue floating toward spinning blades suspended in the air. The pale enforcer kneels beside the corpse and notices a metal symbol hidden beneath the dead man's sleeve. He quietly pockets it before the body is incinerated. Hours later, artificial infants rotate inside glass cylinders while robotic arms monitor their breathing. The enforcer pauses beside one infant longer than necessary. A voice behind him jokes that attachments are inefficient. The broad-shouldered officer pulls him away toward another termination ceremony. The arena erupts again as another group reaches their final sanctioned hour. Nobody resists. Nobody even cries. The pale enforcer studies the glowing implant in his wrist. Its pulse has begun flickering faster than yesterday. A woman arrives through the apartment's automated companion service, but she barely acknowledges the luxury around her. Her attention locks onto the enforcer's black uniform. She refuses his attempt at intimacy and mentions the dead fugitive from earlier. Her voice hardens when she says the executed never return. The enforcer asks how she knows that. Instead of answering, she exposes her wrist implant to prove she still has years remaining. A loud laugh interrupts the room. The broad-shouldered officer enters with strangers draped around him, and the woman immediately leaves. The next morning, the pale enforcer submits the stolen symbol for analysis. The central system identifies it as a key link to escaped citizens. A machine voice reports thousands of active escapees still missing. The enforcer quietly asks how many were ever reborn after execution. The system refuses to answer. Instead, it orders him to infiltrate the escape network personally. He protests that his wrist implant exposes his remaining lifespan. The machine responds by instantly accelerating the countdown. His implant turns nearly black within seconds. The system shuts down before he can demand an explanation. Back in his apartment, the silence suddenly feels hostile. For the first time in his life, he realizes the city intends to kill him too. He summons the braided-haired woman again and shows her the metal symbol. Her expression changes the instant she recognizes it. Instead of helping him, she accuses him of murdering whoever carried it before. Then she disappears into the city crowds before security drones arrive. The braided-haired woman enters a hidden gathering beneath the transit rails. Several escapees demand the enforcer's execution before he compromises them all. She insists he might actually be turning against the system. Nobody believes her, but they agree to lure him somewhere isolated. Meanwhile, the pale enforcer notices surveillance drones lingering outside his apartment longer than usual. His own city has started watching him like prey. A citywide alert interrupts every scream. Another escapee has been detected near the flooded lower districts. The braided-haired woman unexpectedly appears beside him and offers directions through the lower routes. He follows her despite suspecting a trap. The flooded district crawls with abandoned citizens banished from the upper city. Faces emerge from the water whenever footsteps echo nearby. A group of scavengers corners them beneath broken transit beams. The enforcer fires warning shots while the woman searches for an escape route. The scavengers retreat only after one loses an arm to collapsing debris. Nobody stops screaming when the water turns red. The enforcer locates the fleeing escapee hiding beneath a maintenance platform. Their eyes lock for several silent seconds. Instead of killing the fugitive, he disables his scanner and lets the escapee disappear into the darkness. The braided-haired woman notices everything. For the first time, she believes he may truly fear the city as much as the fugitives do. Her hand briefly touches the blackened implant on his wrist. Far above them, the broad-shouldered officer reviews security footage frame by frame. He watches his partner spare the fugitive without blinking. The broad-shouldered officer quietly deletes the footage from public archives. Then he begins hunting his former partner alone.